Today we will talk about the which iPhone to choose in 2021. And running ahead, I want to tell you that you need to choose an iPhone with money on which you have money. And the more money you have to buy an iPhone, the better it will be for you. But in fact, all the top features are iPhone's flagship smartphone. Not every consumer needs it, so it's better to choose the price ratios you'll need to buy an iPhone. And quality, without overpaying for unnecessary functions. I offer you information on discussing iPhone smartphones, everything I think about current smartphones, and smartphones that were released in 2019 and 2018. I also orient you which smartphones are more suitable for which type of iPhone are users. For example, Face ID lock only works vertically on your iPhone in the device position. Or for example, stereo sound that comes from the conversational speaker and the dynamics of the second. It improves from year to year to side. Or for example, glass of all iPhones is prone to scratches of glass, and a micro scratch of the case. Of course, Apple tells us every year that the iPhone case has become stronger to resist the blows. But scratchings are still as easy as ever. Of course, we'll start our leaders with this iPhone 12 Pro. iPhone 12 Pro Max. Price in the United States. On iPhone 12 Pro starts at $999. On iPhone 12 Pro Max, the price starts from $1,099. This is Apple's flagship model among iPhones. He's good at everything. Functions work with applications, video and photos, favorite games at maximum settings. But the price of this smartphone is also high. With the arrival of the new iPhone 12, we got an updated design, which ended on the iPhone 5S lineup. And then we went to the iPhone in rounded edges. The back of the smartphone is a new iPhone 12 Pro made of frosted glass. Thanks to this, the glass is not as scratched as in previous versions of the iPhone. The iPhone 12 Pro Max frame is made of surgical steel. The frame is prone to scratches, but that's not its main drawback. The most important drawback is that fingerprints remain on the frames, and it doesn't look beautiful. iPhone size 12 Pro. iPhone 12 Pro Max. It's bigger than previous iPhone SE Reese, but the smartphone case has become a little thinner. This means that the protective accessories of the covers and cases will not seem very bulky. The hull also has sharp edges. The moisture protection on the device is improved compared to previous models. Now the protection input is the international standard IP68 and dives up to 6 meters. But I don't recommend that you dive this smartphone to a depth of 6 meters. iPhone 12 Pro Max also has a new color. The display diagonal has been increased to 6.1 inches and 6.7 inches. The screen frames have become thinner due to the use of the new technology. The screen glass is also made using ceramic shield technology, which is 4 times stronger and more stable than impact. But it is still vulnerable to scratches and micro scratches of glass. iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max is equipped with Wi-Fi 6, 5G, Apple's new A14 Bionic processor, which works in pairs with 6 GB of RAM. Thanks to this, the smartphone can process several complex applications at the same time. The initial version of the iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 About Max installed an internal memory drive at 128 GB. As for the Max iPhone 12 camera, a LiDAR sensor has been added. LiDAR helps you take high-quality photos in poor lighting mode. Apple has installed night mode on the iPhone 12 Pro, iPhone 12 Pro Max and all cameras on the device. And even on camera, it's ultra-wide-angle. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is equipped with a movable sensor module in the main camera. Thanks to this, the application stabilizes images that are susceptible to microshift. Now let's talk about the shortcomings of the iPhone 12 Pro Max. The first drawback is the sharp edges of the case that many people don't like. But personally, it doesn't bother me. This issue is easily corrected if you put a protective case on your device. Another drawback is the traces of prints that remain on the verge of a smartphone. Disadvantages include charging holes. It's a fighting game. There is also a cutout for the Face ID module, which is in the so-called checker screen. Now the iPhone comes with no charging power supply and headphones. Based on user feedback, I can say that iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max, good for people who have a lot of money, the desire to get premium materials, and it's important that the smartphone has the maximum technical capabilities. For example, a movable sensor on a telephoto camera. Price in the United States. iPhone 12, price starts from $799. iPhone 12 mini, price starts from $699. So, guys, iPhone 12 And the iPhone 12 mini is also cool enough smartphones. Modern ones. But these smartphones have their advantages and disadvantages, which we will now talk about. Between the iPhone 12 and the iPhone 12 isn't a big difference at all. For example, the design in the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 about the design is exactly the same. The screen is also made using the same OLED technology. Thanks to this, the frames have become thinner at the edges of the screen. Even in the iPhone 12 mini, the cut for Face ID sensors has become a little smaller. iPhone 12 frames and the iPhone 12 mini is made of aluminum, not surgical steel. Thanks to this, the frames do not leave fingerprints and scratch easily. That's a completely different stuff. In addition to all that said, there's a big plus: a small smartphone has an iPhone 12 mini, in which the same technologies as in the iPhone 12. It's just a diagonal size of 5.4 inches. The rear window of the iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini scratches very easily and leaves fingerprints. But that's not the biggest problem. This smartphone has a 64GB drive startup. In the new 12th iPhone, 4GB of RAM responds to performance. Also, the new iPhone 12 doesn't have a TV photo camera module as like the iPhone 12 Pro or iPhone 12 About Max. iPhone 12 mini has slightly lower audio stereo sound quality than iPhone 12 About iPhone 12 Max. And the device has a little offline operation for only 5 hours and 30 minutes. I can add from myself that the iPhone 12 is 6.1 inches in size. It's a great combination of price and quality. Apple, after the release of the iPhone 12, has traditionally removed the iPhone 11 Pro from sale, and iPhone 11 Pro Max. But these are still very cool smartphones that are minimally different from the iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 12 Pro Max. Meanwhile, iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max is a classic design that has rounded frames without sharp corners of the case. Thanks to this, the device fits perfectly in your hand. Powerful enough A13 Bionic chip and 4GB of RAM allows you to play your favorite games at maximum settings with a refresh rate of 60 frames per second. It should be noted that iPhone 11 is About and 11 About Max. It's a very well optimized and high-tech device that's the leader in autonomy among iPhones. As well as an iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max, we get cameras out of 3 lenses on the back cover of the device. It should be noted that there is no night shooting mode for an ultra-wide-angle camera, compared to the iPhone 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max. iPhone 11 Pro moisture protection and 11 About Max is a little lower. Display diagonal 5.8 inch and 6.5 inch. The initial configuration is a 64GB of internal memory drive, and you also get a full-fledged large box, which includes headphones and a charger. As a result, we can say that the iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max is a chic combination of price and quality. In addition, the device has a classic design that lies well in your hand. iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max has a lot of accessories for protective cases, both original and inexpensive analogs. On Apple's website, and you can still find the iPhone 11 and iPhone XR. Of course, at a very low price relative to the iPhone 12. These smartphones are very similar. iPhone 11 is very different from iPhone 11 Pro and the iPhone 11 Pro Max, not to mention the iPhone 12. But despite that, the iPhone 11 is a very good device. iPhone 11 screen, latest IPS technology. And this smartphone is quite powerful in performance. Equipped with an A13 Bionic processor and 4GB of RAM. This phone's power reserve will last a few years ahead. The iPhone 11 also uses an ultra-wide lens and the possibility of night shooting mode on the main camera. And I also need to say that the iPhone 11 is a very good device that lasts a long time offline. This smartphone is large enough in size and is not suitable for every hand. The screen design has very wide frames. iPhone XR has some drawbacks compared to the 11th iPhone. First of all, the lack of moisture protection is lower than that of the iPhone 11. Opportunities to immerse your smartphone in water to a depth of up to 1.5 meters. The processor is installed by Apple 12 Bionic, which is no longer as productive as the iPhone 11. 3GB of RAM. Thanks to this, all the top games on your smartphone will start. But they won't be in maximum settings and the frame rate will be lower. In the iPhone XR, only one camera, and it's not as good as the iPhone 11. It should also be said that the screen frames are very large and the diagonal size is 6.1 inches. the device is heavy and heavy enough compared to the iPhone 12. There's no feature to shoot iPhone XR night mode at all. So, guys, in my opinion, iPhone 11 and the iPhone XR, you need to buy for people who have no eye problems, because the crane technologies used in these smartphones will lead to eye fatigue. But these are still good smartphones with high enough technical characteristics and good autonomy mode. And so, guys, it was all the smartphones from Apple that I see the point of buying in 2021. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, like it, subscribe, click the bell. Siri was with you.